What's up, guys? It's me, the ALE Prince, and here to do some top 10 videos. I was bored. I just decided to do whatever, like, fuck it. I'm gonna do two top 10s, and they both involve Daniel Bryan. This is the first one. The first one is gonna be the 10 matches I want to see Daniel Bryan have if he returns to the ring in the WWE. The next one will be what would happen if Daniel Bryan arrives to the Indies, or does he become Bryan Danielson? Basically, that will be the top 10 for later. This is for only WWE main roster only. Well, I actually put some NXT guys, so don't be thinking like I just put like WWE. I put a couple NXT guys, so don't worry about it. So if Daniel Bryan was to return to the ring, in the WWE, these are the 10 matches I want to see him have. Before I get to this list, I want to get to some honorable mentions. I have Dolph Ziggler, Jeff Hardy, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Ricochet. Yes, I didn't put Ricochet just because I'm not sure what kind of Ricochet are we gonna get this year in NXT yet, and plus I'm pretty sure Daniel Bryan might even leave before Ricochet even arrives to the main roster, but that's just besides the point. Let's just go through this list. My number 10 is Kassius Ohno, aka Chris Hero. The reason why I chose him is because let's be real, Kassius Ohno, Chris Hero, whatever you want to call him, he has been booked badly. Even for an NXT call-up, he's been booked badly. Like, he could have been something big. He was originally going to be the Shield member, the third Shield member, not Roman Reigns, but once he left and then came back, he just hasn't been the same. I mean, he had some great matches in the Indies with the likes of Tomohiro Ishii and Zack Sabre Jr. and Cody Rhodes and shit. And so far he hasn't had that many great matches. Like, I remember maybe Johnny Gargano and his match with Hideo Itami. That's about it. Like, Kassius Ohno hasn't had a great match, and if Kassius Ohno gets called up to the main roster and Bryan Daniel Bryan returns to the ring, this could be a perfect match to make both men stand out. Obviously, I would probably pick Daniel Bryan to win, but Kassius Ohno would be a big star after this match. Number 9 for me is Kevin Owens. The reason why he's this low is just because of how boring the storyline's been going with him, Shane, Bryan, Owens and Zayn. But our heels, Kevin Owens, let's say he turns on Sami Zayn and he just goes on his way, and Daniel Bryan just fights him. This would be a great match. This would be a fun match. I'm not sure if we've ever got Bryan Danielson versus Kevin Steen in the past, but this would definitely be a great match to add to the roster. So that will be a great match. Number 8 is Sami Zayn. Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn. It would be babyface Sami Zayn. Honestly, Sami Zayn as a heel is just not working for me. He's just been annoying. He's actually worse than Christian. Yeah, a lot of people gave Christian shit when he turned into a heel by himself without Edge. I think Sami Zayn's worse. Personally, that's my opinion. I don't like Sami Zayn as a heel. I like him as a babyface. But yeah, if you turn Sami Zayn back to a babyface, he could definitely have a great underdog story with Daniel Bryan. Now Daniel Bryan is the top dog and Sami Zayn is the underdog, so that's automatically a great story to have. And speaking of underdogs, number 7 for me is Johnny Gargano, or should I say Johnny Wrestling. Yes, Johnny Gargano has been talked about him being the next freaking Daniel Bryan as far as how he's been booked. Like, people are doing the yes chants on Johnny Gargano, just proving that he is the next Daniel Bryan. Hopefully they don't screw him up when he arrives to the main roster. So Johnny Gargano and Daniel Bryan, this would be a great match to have. Again, similar story to Sami Zayn, only maybe this one could be much better simply for the fact that I don't think we've ever seen Johnny Gargano versus Daniel Bryan in the past. I know we've seen El Generico and Bryan Danielson, but I don't know about if we've ever seen Johnny Gargano and Daniel Bryan. So that's just my personal opinion. Number 6, I'm gonna cheat here because technically this guy hasn't arrived yet, but number 6 for me is Rey Mysterio. Yes, my hometown hero, Mr. 619, Rey Mysterio. Now, technically, he hasn't arrived yet, but there's talks that he will be called up to WWE soon. I know there's talks about him going to 205 Live and help the division. I think that's gonna be good. I mean, if you book the way 205 is right now, plus Rey Mysterio, that would be great. I'm not saying Daniel Bryan has to join the cruiserweight division, but let's say Mysterio doesn't join the cruiserweight division and he decides to go for the big dogs and stuff. This would be so much great for Rey. So I would love this. This would be perfect. Rey Mysterio, Danny Bryan. We've seen the match before, but that match hasn't been talked about a lot because it wasn't that great. Think about the Rey Mysterio that we got at the Royal Rumble. Think about that. The old a throwback to WCW. That Rey Mysterio versus Daniel Bryan. Oh shit, let's go all the way, all the way. Number 5, people are gonna be shocked. It's pretty low. People expect this to be like in the top 3, but number 5 for me is Brock Lesnar. The reason why I have him this low, even though he's in the top 5, the reason why he is 5 is because I do see WWE being careful with this match and maybe not even having it because they don't want to get Bryan injured once again. But just imagine the kind of match we would have. Definitely, I would not want to have suplexes all over the place. I want to have like a old school type of match that Brock Lesnar has had. And there's been said that Brock Lesnar is so much better working with smaller dudes. Like, look at last year. He fought Samoa Joe and Braun Strowman. 2 matches that were not that great. They weren't booked right and they were just kind of dull. When he fought AJ Styles, that match was incredible. People will talk about that match forever. They cannot have enough of that. So can you imagine with Daniel Bryan, a match we've been dying to see since Daniel Bryan had his epic moment? That would have been amazing. But if we don't have it, okay, well. But yeah, this is just fantasy thinking of what might happen or what I might want. Number 4 for me is AJ Styles. Yes, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Look at the way AJ Styles has been booked. No other guy that came from the Indies has been booked properly like AJ Styles. Like, you can say whatever about his U.S. title run. Again, fuck Road Dogg for that. But yeah, look at the way AJ Styles has been booked. I mean, think about this. Think about the story these guys could have. AJ Styles could be like, yeah, you had to crawl all the way from the bottom, yet I showed up, and in my first year I became WWE champion. So that could be a great story to tell, and the match could be, no pun intended, phenomenal. But yeah, AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan, let's go all the way. Number 3, you guys saw this one coming. Number 3 is Shinsuke Nakamura. What else could it be? Shinsuke and Daniel Bryan. This is a match that Daniel Bryan's wanted to have ever since he saw his match with Kota Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom 9. Shinsuke has become a big name, and he's probably going to become an even bigger name if he beats AJ Styles at WrestleMania. So, can you imagine for the WWE Championship, Nakamura Styles? Fuck it. I mean, Nakamura Bryan. Like, yeah, this is going to be an epic match. A match we've never seen before. Something unique, something different. And yeah, I think after what Shinsuke Nakamura did with John Cena, the botch, I'm pretty sure Shinsuke Nakamura will be more careful with Daniel Bryan. And we could still have a classic. No doubt about it. Number 2 is The Miz. A lot of people might be questioning why is it this high. It's just that the story is already there. I mean, too bad we never got the match. Can you imagine Daniel Bryan versus The Miz at WrestleMania 33? We didn't get it. But, I mean, the story is already there. They still teased it at Raw. At Raw's 20th or 25th anniversary. I forgot. But yeah, can you imagine just the story? I mean, this is one of the few occasions where I'll take the story over the match. And it would be phenomenal. And honestly, it could be one of the greatest matches for The Miz. And this will definitely boost up The Miz to become the star that he is. Honestly, The Miz and Daniel Bryan is just destined to be a feud. It was just booked properly and just booked amazingly. And I loved every second that these guys had. And I'm so disappointed that we never had the match. But yeah, can you imagine that kind of match we would have with this? Yeah, this would be an amazing match. However, it's not my number one. Number one for me is Kurt Angle versus Daniel Bryan. I've been dying this match for fucking centuries. Even as Bryan Danielson. Um, yeah, I've been wanting this match for fucking ever. And now that Daniel Bryan, if he comes back, he's red hot. Kurt Angle, he has nothing to lose. Think about it. Because there's talks that maybe Daniel Bryan might have an exclusive contract, kind of like a part-time, just in the sense that, he will only wrestle a couple of times. Let's say this is a perfect way of doing two part-timers on the side and just having a great match. Batista wants to come back as a part-timer, well, a full-timer, but people want a part-time contract. The problem with part-times is that they give him the belts. If you just have matches just because with two other part-timers just for the nostalgia trip, that would be great. And this would be one of those perfect ones. And I would love the hell out of this match. So yeah, these 10 matches are 10 matches I want to see Daniel Bryan have if he returns to the WWE ring for good. Again, next video is what would happen if Daniel Bryan goes to the indie scenes and have matches there. What are the 10 matches I want to see him have in New Japan, ROH, PWG, and all that stuff. Until then, I'm the Double X Prince. Subscribe to this channel. I'm out.